Hola muchachos, welcome to the video. So today, we're going to be talking about some simple things you can do to transform yourself from skinny fat to jacked. This is a very common question, and it makes a lot of sense because for all of us, we start our fitness journeys at different places. Because if you're skinny, the best way to get aesthetic is to simply go on a bulk. And if you're fat, you cut. But what do you do when you're skinny fat? Now, this is a very weird place to be because when you're skinny fat, you have low muscle mass and high fat mass. And because of this, it's very confusing to know exactly what to do. Because if you cut, you might end up looking like this guy. And if you bulk, like this guy.
Oh, Jesus Christ, this diaper's making my nuts rub together. It's gonna start a fire!
And let's be real, none of these situations are ideal. But you're pretty lucky, muchacho, because the truth is, when you're skinny fat, the solution is actually super simple. And in this video, I'm gonna share 3 things that you need to do. With the very first one being, train hard. Now with this, we have to understand why you're skinny fat in the first place. Because this usually happens when you're very new to lifting, or you might have been lifting for a while, but I hate to say it, you probably have been lifting like a wimp. Because look, there really is no way around this. The stronger you get over time, the more muscle you're gonna build, and it's gonna be impossible for you to be skinny fat. Because muchacho, can you imagine what you would look like if you were able to do tons of reps of ring push-ups? In fact, even better, weighted ring push-ups, weighted pull-ups, weighted split squats. There really is no going around this. When you get stronger in your compound movements, you are gonna build muscle. So because of this, muchacho, the very first thing you need to do is get on a solid program that revolves around compound exercises, and then you want to focus on progressing the routine and getting stronger with it over time. Because muchacho, even if you have the perfect routine with all the best exercises, if you keep doing it exactly the same, you're gonna look exactly the same. So because of this, push yourself, get stronger over time, and I'm telling you, you're gonna get jacked. Especially if you focus on the second thing, and that is your nutrition. Now this is extremely important because you can train as hard as you want, but if you keep eating a lot of junk, I'm telling you, you're gonna stay looking like a punk. Because when you're skinny fat, diet is really not that complicated because all you need to do is focus on eating whole food sources, and then you also want to make sure you're getting a good amount of protein. Because muchacho, protein is the building block for muscle, and you want to make sure you're getting in enough protein every single day to help you recover from your workouts. So a good recommendation is to get in about 0.8 to 1 gram per pound of body weight of protein every single day. And right now, you may be wondering, well, how many calories should I be eating? And the thing about this, muchacho, is don't count. So if you've been watching a lot of fitness content, you have probably heard a lot of people tell you to count your macros and count your calories. And honestly, this is not bad advice, but when you're skinny fat, you don't really need it. Because the truth is, when you're training very hard, your body is going to send very strong signals to tell you exactly how much food you need every single day to help with recovery. So because of this, really trust your gut. Eat until you're satisfied. And I'm telling you, you'll be more than good. But of course, if you're very serious about getting jacked, you cannot forget to stay consistent. Because muchacho, I gotta keep it real with you. If you're skinny fat, you are not going to fix this problem overnight. You're gonna need a good amount of time of training hard and eating right to see real results. But you're also pretty lucky because when you're skinny fat, the first year of training is usually the best because this is when you're gonna experience newbie gains. Muchacho, during this first year, this is when you're gonna build the most amount of muscle that you're ever gonna build in your entire training career. And also, it's actually possible that if you have great genetics and you do everything right, that you might actually be able to build muscle and lose fat at the same exact time. And at the end of the year, you might actually look lean and pretty good. And on the flip side, at the end of the year, if your genetics are not that amazing or you didn't follow the plan too perfectly, you might have noticed that you put on a good amount of muscle, but maybe you're not too happy with your amount of leanness. And if that's the case, all you need to do is go on a cut to lose the fat, and then after, go on a bulk to build more muscle. So you see, muchacho, if you're skinny fat, it ain't over for you. And it's actually very simple to fix. Because as long as you stay consistent, eat healthy, and then train hard, bruh, you are on your way to looking jacked. And speaking of training hard, if you need some help when it comes to your workout programs, I highly suggest that y'all check out my workout app, where I show you guys how to build a sexy, strong physique using the power of your own body weight and rings. So if you want to train with your boy Tao, check out the link in the description box below and try out my app for the next 7 days free. Alright, so for all my skinny fat muchachos, now y'all ain't got no excuses and you know exactly what you need to do to get jacked. And before I get out of here, you gotta make sure to always strive to improve, even if it's just a little bit, each and every single day. Kaizen. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video. Peace.